Hello, welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me today. I am so excited to share all the new Erin Condren planners for the 2020-2021 launch. I already know that this is going to be a crazy long video, so let's just get right into it. I'm going to start by flipping through and sharing my thoughts on the two planners that I was sent. I was sent the Daily, which is a colorful layers planner, and I was sent the Vertical Colorful with the Flower Power design. I am so excited to share both colorful options with you. So if you are Team Colorful, you can see both designs in full and pick which one works best for you. If you are Team Neutral, I will have all of my friends doing reviews linked down below, sorted by layout, so you can scroll through and pick which layout you're interested in seeing. So we'll go through the planners and we'll talk about all the changes, what's new, what stayed the same, and then we'll talk about all the different options that you can get with the life planners this year. There are a ton of options to go through. I'll talk about all of that and all of the prices associated with those options. Then I'll show you all the accessories that I got. These are just a few of them. I got a ton of accessories. And then I'll wrap up the video by sharing with you what I am planning to purchase on launch day, because there are definitely a few things that I'm excited to purchase as well. So let's start with the Daily planner. I know that a ton of you are excited to hear my thoughts on this because I am a coil girl. I love my planners to be coiled. I just can't get behind the sewn bindings or the rings or the discs. I love a coil. And I love the Erin Condren Daily Petite planners, and I went and got one coiled for Q1. So when they announced that they were going to be launching coiled daily planners, I was super excited to see this. And this is a great planner, y'all. I'm just gonna say that. It might not be exactly what I need and work perfectly for what I want, but it is a really great planner. So let's talk about all the details. So the daily planner does come in 2 6-month books, and they are pretty thick. Here is a comparison to the 18-month life planner. If we were to take out the first 6 months, it's about the same thickness as a full year weekly life planner. So they're pretty thick, and they are the same size, the same 7x9 planner size. So you get 2 books that are 6 months each. So this is how it's going to work. When you order, they're calling it the Daily Duo, you're going to get to pick one cover. Mine happened to be the same, but that's because I picked the Layers Colorful to be my cover option for my daily. The second daily book will just come with the colorful layers cover with no customization. It will come just like this. Then you will also get a coupon to get a third cover that you can pick whatever cover you want and get it personalized to put on this book. So you actually get 3 covers total when you purchase the Daily Duo, but you won't get the second customized one until you place the second order. I hope that makes sense. So it comes in 2 books, and right now they are just launching the July through June of 2021 version. They will be launching a full 2021 version, but not until later in the year. It won't be part of launch, just FYI. So let's start flipping through so that you can see what it looks like. So as always, the planners come with a ruler, and with the daily, you actually get 2. Each planner comes with its own ruler, so that's pretty cool. The ruler this year doesn't actually have any of the themed designs. Usually the ruler will have the themed design for the year, so I was expecting the ruler this year to have the layers on it, but I guess since they have 2 themes this year, they just put the little Erin Condren asterisk, so all the rulers are gonna look the same no matter what planner you get. And they switched to this new, much more flexible, durable plastic. The Erin Condren rulers are great. Before we start flipping through the planner, I know you're like, Laken, just open it up. I have to say, I do like the colorful layers design. I think that it's really pretty. It's a lot prettier in person than when I was seeing it in a lot of the sneak peeks. I wasn't super excited about it. Mid-Century Circles Colorful will still forever and ever be my favorite design. And then probably the Colorful Kaleidoscope comes in second, and this one's probably after that. So I don't hate it, but it's not my favorite design. As all the life planners do, it starts with a vellum sheet. So the vellum sheet is gonna have the design of the inside that you choose. Now the daily one is only going to come in the colorful layers. You aren't going to be able to get the daily in the Flower Power or in the neutral, so just keep that in mind. So this particular book is just July through December of 2020, and we start with the same pages that we do in the weekly, except instead of being a full layout, they're actually just half and half. So in the weekly, you're gonna have this page be the full page, because you're gonna have 12 months worth of these little boxes. That's how a lot of people end up using these as months. I really like that they don't actually say months, so you could use these 6 boxes for whatever you want. And then same thing with this layout. At the beginning of the weekly, it usually has the entire year's worth. It actually usually has 18 months worth of these little monthly boxes. You'll see that when we get to the weekly layout. And for the daily, it actually has 8, which I think first off is very strange. Like the number that they chose was 8. If anything, I would just do 6 and cut off these 2, or I would scooch these over and do 9. Like the fact that they did 8 feels weird to me. Also, the fact that they started in May and did May through December. If anything, I think that this should have been July through March of 2021 if you were going to include months that did not show up here. I'm not really sure why there's May and June. I think that's super strange. Or just do the whole year and like not have these lines at the bottom. I guess you can use these lines to write down future dates if you want to have them as part of this book, but I just feel like this page probably could have been done a little bit better. Oh, here are the rest of the dates. I guess I should have flipped the page first. Okay, now I almost take it back. I don't understand why May and June are here, and they should have just done 2 rows of 3 and then all lines and then had the rest of the dates here. I do like that the rest of the dates are here so that if you want them, or what they could have done is done all 12 months on this side. So July 2020 through June of 2021, and then just had a full notes page here. That also could have worked well. I don't know. I still don't understand why it starts in May, but I'm glad that you have all of 21 as well. I know a lot of people use these pages to track things. They also use them to mark their kids' school calendar and all kinds of things. And then we get into the actual planner pages, which there is one major difference from last year that is a great change, and props to the Erin Condren team for fixing it. And that is that the tab opens back up to the month. That does not mean that you lost these pages. They still exist, but they come after the month now. So you start with the quote page that's got the month, and this page is a little bit thicker than all the other pages. It's not super thick, and then the tab is laminated, and then it flips directly to the monthly layout. So this is what the monthly layout looks like for the colorful layers. I think that it almost looks prettier like this than when it's all pushed together. I don't know, it looks like ribbons. I think that this looks really pretty. I like that they took the shading off of the note section on the monthly layout. I think that that was a great change, but you still have, you know, some of the colorful accent, because if you like colorful, then I mean, there's gonna be color. But the boxes themselves are very simple, just a classic monthly layout. Then you have what they call the productivity layout. So on this side, we now just have lined. So this page used to differ whether you were colorful or neutral. In the colorful, it was blank, which was kind of strange. And then in the neutral, it was dot grid. So now everybody, it just looks like another notes page. So it's got space for a header at the top. It's got very faint layers in the July color, which is blue, and then a notes page. And then you have this productivity page, which I know a lot of people really liked, but the best change about this page is that they took the headers away. So on the last ones, it had like goals and birthdays and whatever, and now it's just blank. So you can make these sections whatever you want. If you join any of the Erin Condren Facebook groups or look at Erin Condren on Instagram, you could see all kinds of ideas for how to use these pages. I never really consistently used them last year because I was gluing these pages together so that the tab was on the monthly. Now that the tab is on the monthly and this page doesn't have those, you know, predetermined headers, I think a lot more people will use this page and come up with some creative ideas. I mean, you could do the cleaning you need to do for the month. You could do, I mean, each of these could be a week if you wanted to do weekly check-ins. There's just a lot of different things you could use this page for. Then we get into the actual planner pages. So it does not start on a Monday, which is funny. It starts on July 1st. All of the weekly planners technically start on Monday, June 29th, but the daily starts on July 1st. So for each day, you have a full page layout. It starts at 6 a.m. and goes all the way till kind of 8 p.m., but there's no 8 p.m. label. It labels it till 7, and then you have an extra space at the bottom. So if you didn't need the 8 p.m. time slot, you could put your, you know, dinner plans down here, or you could just put like a whole strip of washi and cover it all up at the bottom. Then it has a to-do list section with 13 to-do spaces, which is kind of random. And then it has a little calendar here in the corner. I don't really know why we need this on every page, but that is my personal opinion. I think it just takes up space that someone could utilize. However, if you are somebody that's using it daily, you might want something like this to reference all the time, so maybe it will be helpful. But my immediate reaction is I don't really want that there. I would rather just have this space, and then you have this blank space down at the bottom. I kind of wish that the space had lines. I know a lot of people really like to write on lines, and I think that that would be helpful here. I'm just glad that there is nothing huge that you feel like you need to cover up. Like there's this little blue asterisk, and there's these blue lines at the top, which add that pop of color because it is Erin Condren and it is colorful, but it's not too much. There's nothing that I would feel like I need to cover up every single day like there is in the daily Petite planner right now with these giant colorful hexagons. I don't cover them up, but I wish they weren't on every single day. So this is what it looks like for the weekdays. Then you flip to the weekends and you have one page for both Saturday and Sunday. There are a lot of differing opinions on whether it should be like this. If you have one full page for Saturday and Sunday, your planner becomes so much thicker. There's no way they would have been able to do 6 months. They would have had to do a quarter. Now, if I was using this for my personal life, I would want that. I would rather have Saturday and Sunday have a full page and only have a quarter worth of the planner. But they decided to go with Saturday and Sunday on the same page and do 6 months together. So I think if you're using this as a work planner, spoiler alert, kind of what I'm leaning towards, then this would be fine. Like there's really no need for Saturday and Sunday. I would use this to jot down like random personal to-dos that came to my head while I was working, but I would never actually use this for my Saturday and Sunday layouts. I know somebody is going to ask, so let's talk about the Erin Condren Hourly Washi and if it fits in the Saturday and Sunday layouts. And I hate to break it to you, but it does not fit perfectly. So if you start with the top one centered, you can get to about 6 hours before it gets bad. Like then I would probably cut it and start over again. And you could do that. If you wanted it to go the entire day, you could cut it and start over and then just do it again. And you'd probably have to cut it twice. I know this is not perfect, but you get what I'm saying. In order to get it, you know, all the way down to the bottom, which if you're just doing for 2 days in the week, that's not the end of the world. But if you wanted to just do 6 hours, like say you don't need to plan your whole Saturday by the hour, but you wanted to plan 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. by the hour, you could just do those 6 hours and then use the rest as a to-do list. However, I know what your second question is. Does the to-do list line up? And because the to-do list is spaced the same as the hours, the answer is no. You can only get about 5 of the to-do list before it starts to get, at least in my opinion, I would want to cut it off and start over. So you would have to do it multiple times, which is kind of a bummer. I wish that the washi lined up a little bit better. All right, so then it just keeps going until you get to the end of the month. And then at the last end of the month on this side, then it goes to the monthly notes page, the quote, the monthly layout, the productivity layout. So you really have 2 notes pages per month, and then it goes into the new month and the color changes for the new month. So you can see on this side, you've got the blue from July and then the yellow from August. And the color scheme is pretty consistent with what you've seen before. So here is the purple. I actually really love the layers when it's in like a solid color like this. I think it's beautiful. And then here is the orange. November is this gorgeous blue. And then December is this green. And then at the very end, so here is December 31st. You get 2 notes pages basically, and then the like ending page. And then you have a set of stickers in the back. So here are what the colorful stickers look like this year. And the neutral stickers look the same except neutral colors, obviously. So you've got a page that's got some hexagons and flags and gold foil accent. Then you've got this page, it's got the habit tracker stickers, some circles, and then these different flags with different phrases with rose gold accents on this page. Then you have this page, which I think is so fun. So you've got some cakes and happy birthday, celebrate, and then some boxes with silver foil. You know I love this page. And then I love this page. So the new stickers, the like event style stickers, they're still rounded edges, but they have a silver stripe on them, and they're all silver. Oh, I just think that they're beautiful. These are definitely, oh, they're my favorite. And then you have the folder in the back, the same folder that they've always had. It's super durable and high quality. It's paper, but like it's super thick. And the colorful layers on both sides, the high pocket on both sides. And then you have the perpetual calendar in the back. The perpetual calendar is super neutral now. Like it just has, there's no color to it, by the way. If you're somebody that uses this, it's a peach on the outside, but it's super neutral. So that is book 1 of the Daily Duo. We're obviously not gonna flip through the entire book 2 of the Daily Duo, but I'm just gonna show you the beginning. Looks kind of the same. So you've got the 6 boxes here, you only have 6 here, and then a full page of lines, and then all of 2022 on the back. And then it starts in January. One of the things that I don't like is the space in the tabs. I wish that they had January start here. And I know why they do it, because there's really only one January design, and that is in this spot, because when it's with December, like that's where January goes. So instead of having multiple types of that January page with the tab in different spots for different books, this is how it looks. If you order a January 21 start, that's how this is gonna look too. And that's something that's always kind of bothered me a little bit, truthfully. Let me quickly flip through so you can see the different quotes. So we've got teal for January. We've got pink for February. We've got the mint green for March. We have this, it's a little bit more of a bluish purple for April. We have peach for May, and then this like dark teal for June. And then same thing in the back of this one. You've got 2 notes pages, and then you have a full set of stickers, the pocket folder, but no perpetual calendars. So you only get 1 perpetual calendar per set of the daily book. So that is the daily planner. I will say I don't think it's going to replace my daily Petite planner, and that's for a couple reasons. One, it's just too big. I like my daily Petite planner because it's easy to carry around. I mean, I'm not going anywhere right now that it needs to be carried around, but normally I don't want to be carrying it around. The other reason is I don't really need the hours for my personal planner. Because I work a 9-to-5 job, I'm not breaking down 9 to 5 in my personal planner. So I like the daily Petite because I can just do morning, day, and night, and I don't have to break it down by hour. I have that flexibility. So I don't think that this planner is going to work for me for my personal daily planner. I will probably just be sticking with the daily Petite. But I do think that I'm going to be using this for my work planner, and I wish that it started tomorrow. All right, it is time for the Flower Power design and the vertical layout. So this is the Flower Power cover. And this actual design, this Erin Condren design, has been around for a while. This isn't a new design like the layers one. And the design itself with all the colors is not my favorite, honestly. I'm not a huge floral person to begin with, and it's just not my favorite design. However, the Flower Power stuff, when it's in like a monotone style or just everywhere else, I am loving it. So just something to keep in mind. Like this cover, not my favorite, but all the Flower Power stuff inside, I absolutely love. Like this vellum sheet, oh, I don't know, I love it a lot more on this vellum sheet than I do on the cover. And I know it's the same design, I know it is, but this to me is absolutely gorgeous. So this is the vertical layout. So it has a quote at the beginning, which we didn't have on the daily. I think they're just trying to keep the page count down on the daily. And then you've got a 2-page spread of the years. Like I said, it goes from July through December. And then you've got a 2-page spread of these little boxes. And these look a little bit different. So in the layers, it looked like this, where it was kind of shaded at the top. And then in the Flower Power, it's got these little flags, which is interesting. And the font is different. Look at the font at the top. This one's a lot more like classic font, and this one's kind of a lot more cursive. Truthfully, I kind of wish they didn't do these phrases at the top. I wish they just left it blank, because there's just so many ways that you can use this page. A lot of people use it as months, so like January, February, March, and that's how the colors match up. But you could also use it, you could do categories, you know, of different goals that you want to set or whatnot. All right, then you move into the monthly notes page, and you'll notice that the flag, this flag shape, is very common throughout this Flower Power design. So the notes page has a big flag at the top. I'll show you so you can see in comparison. This is what the layers one looks like. So this one has like the layers faint in the background. It's a little bit different. And then I love the quote pages. I don't know what it is. Like, I just love the flowers like this. It's a different flower for every month. I think that they're beautiful. And then here is the monthly layout. So you've got the flowers across the top and then the strip at the bottom. And again, they took the shading out of the notes section. The rest of it looks very similar to the other one, except again for the font. So the font is this boxy font for the layers and this cursive font for the Flower Power. So if you have one preference over the other, just something to keep in mind. And then here is the productivity layout. So we have another notes page. It looks exactly the same. And then the productivity layout has the same shading as the layers, but just with some flower accents instead of the layers. You can see the difference there. And then we get into the layout. So the layout itself is very similar to last year. So you've got the curved corners, which are not a lot of people's favorites, because if you're trying to put a sticker down to cover it up, sometimes the curved edges don't match up and it can get a little bit frustrating. You've got the shading on the bottom section, and then they took the little checklist away on the side, so you just have a bunch of lines. Now, I will say one of the biggest differences with this vertical layout from prior vertical layouts is that the colors for each of the sections is the same. In the past, they've done it where it's an ombre, so it'll go from like lightest to darkest. I can't remember which order it went in, but they're all the same, all of the colors in the column. And then I know people are either going to love it or they're going to hate it, is this thing in the corner. And I think that it's beautiful. Now, if you are someone who uses sticker kits and you're trying to match the color every week, this is going to get frustrating so fast, and I understand that. But if you're somebody who likes the color and likes to just work with the color and have some color already in your planner, I think that these are beautiful. But let's try it out. I went and grabbed a full box sticker from a shop that has removable paper, and nope. A full box is not going to cover that bad boy up. So unfortunately, if you are somebody who wants the colorful everything else, like all of this, but wants to get rid of this design, you're not gonna be able to do that with a full box. It is gonna require some whiteout or some shops to make some new full boxes, which, let's be real, they probably will. The shops are gonna come out with stuff for these new planners, but right now, full boxes that you have in your possession are not going to work. So that, I think, is going to be something that people aren't super excited about, but I think that they're beautiful. Look at this. Oh, I just think that they're beautiful. I wanna find a use for this planner that's not my like weekly go-to, because I need something more neutral for my weekly go-to, but using this maybe for like journaling or doodling, or I don't know. I just think that they're so pretty. I really warmed up to the florals. So let's quickly flip through. So here is the August one and the August monthly. Oh, so pretty. The September one, October. Oh my God, so pretty. The colors themselves, by the way, like the background, are a little bit more muted almost than in the layers. They're not pastel by any means, but they're not quite as bright. Do you see the difference there between the orange that's on the layers and the orange that is in the Flower Power? It is a lighter orange. The tab is the same color, but the actual like page is not. And then you have November. There is December. That's a really pretty shade of green. And then January, February, March. Oh, I like that quote. April, May, June, and then this is a 6-month planner, but I'm not gonna flip through July through December because you already saw those. So let's go to the back. So as soon as the last week in December happens, now you have your notes pages, and this is one of the best changes. So the notes page tab is on the first full notes page. So it doesn't happen on this. This is kind of the first notes page, but I don't think they wanted you to have this tab on your weekly layout. So the tab is on the first full notes page. It's just plain notes pages. There is no extra design. There is no extra coloring pages. There is no extra nothing. It is just plain lined notes pages in the back, which I think is an amazing change. I think the Erin Condren team did a great job with that. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and a half. So really 11 sides, 11 notes pages, which is awesome. Then you have the contacts page again with the tab, and then it goes into the overview pages with 2022 and the space to write down future dates. Now, I will say that there's nothing like this in the daily planner. This layout did not come in that daily planner, which is just something to keep in mind if this was a page that you really liked. Then you have the same set of stickers in the back, since the Flower Power is still a colorful planner. We've got the colorful stickers. Then you have the Flower Power pouch, front and back, and then the same exact perpetual calendar. I have to imagine the neutral one is the same perpetual calendar as well. So that is the vertical colorful. I think that the Flower Power is beautiful. I'm not usually a floral person, but I think that it's gorgeous. I think that the designs are pretty. I think they did a great job. One of the things I really didn't like last year was the shading, but they muted it down for sure. It is a lot lighter than it was last year, which I think is great for a lot of people. Again, I think the only complaint is gonna be that a full box isn't going to cover this bad boy up. Otherwise, I think that it's a beautiful planner. All right, let's talk about all of the options related to the Life Planner because there are a lot of them. So starting with the weekly planners, they're going to start at $55, just like they did last year. And FYI, if you're not aware, Erin Condren recently added Afterpay to their website, which means you can break things down into payments with no interest charging. So if you want to spread out the cost of your Life Planner over 4 payments, you can do that now, which is pretty cool. So the first option that you have is the actual layout that's on the inside. So you can pick between vertical, hourly, or horizontal. Then you get to pick the color scheme. So you can either pick colorful Flower Power, the colorful layers, which is going to look like the daily that we talked about, or the neutral layers, which I have seen pictures of. And again, I will link below all of the other reviewers if you want to go see some of the neutral layouts. I think the layouts themselves are great and very neutral, but just like last year, all this in between stuff is very pastel. It's not neutral in my opinion, it's pastel, and I don't like pastels. So I will probably never be a full neutral user. If you were around at last year's launch, I did a whole video about how I coiled together a colorful and a neutral to create my dream planner. It was a bit insane, but it was perfect for me. So then you'll get to pick whether you want a 12-month planner or an 18-month planner. If you get the 12-month, you can have it start in July, or you can have it start in January, and then the 18-month just goes from July of this year to December of next year. And that is an additional cost if you want to add the 18 months. So $55 is just a 12-month planner. Then you get to pick the coil color, which is also an additional cost if you want to change the coil to gold, rose gold, or black. I just always stick with platinum. It is my favorite metallic color. Also, the Coiled weekly planner comes with a storage box. So it's hard to see with the lighting, but it is a very light, like Tiffany's blue is what I would call it, with a white mid-century circles on it. They started doing these storage boxes last year. It is slightly better quality than last year's storage box. I mean, the bottom is probably the same. The bottom is sturdy. It's kind of like a thick, like sturdy cardboard. And the top of the outside is kind of that thicker cardboard, but the sides and the bottom are still like that super kind of flimsy cardboard. And so it kind of like it folds really easily. Well, I guess the sides are kind of thick too, but they're not as thick as the bottom. I don't know. It's still not the greatest quality. I wish they had done a little bit of a better job on these boxes, but the weekly planners will all come in a storage box. You can also buy these separately on the website too. All right, the daily books, like I mentioned, you're going to be able to pick one cover, and then the second one will just come with colorful layers, and then you'll get a coupon to order a second customized cover. For now, the Daily Duo is only coming in July of 2020 through June of 2021. The full 2021 version of the Daily Duo, as well as the other daily options, so the binder daily options and the Petite planner daily options, those are going to come out later this year. The Daily Duo does not come with a storage box, FYI, and the price of the Daily Duo is $68. That blows my mind. It is almost the same size as a full weekly planner. But it's two of them. So it is like almost, I didn't count the pages and you were missing a couple of pages, but it has got to be pretty darn close based on the thickness to a weekly planner, which is $55. And you're getting two of them, basically. 2 sets of stickers, 2 folders, 3 covers, like what? $68 is a really great price point that they were able to do for this daily planner. All right, the last option in terms of the Life Planner launch is the binder option. And I did not get a binder to review this year or last year, but just so you know your options, you will be able to pick between the hourly, the vertical, and the horizontal. You'll be able to pick between all the different color combinations, so colorful layers, neutral layers, and the colorful flower power. And there will be 3 new binder options. So you will have the colorful layers binder that's got like a dark teal on the inside. There will be the neutral layers binder that's got a charcoal on the inside. And then there's a champagne binder that's supposedly more of a fabric, kind of soft outside, that's got mid-century circles on the inside in gold, which look gorgeous. The binder is currently only coming in the 18-month option. There's no storage box that comes with the binder, and they are releasing a punch this year to punch the ring setup. The ring setup for the Erin Condren binder, if you didn't know, is very different than any other ring binder. So they are offering a punch. It will only punch 1 page at a time, but it will be able to go in the binder. Like it's one of those really thin punches that goes inside of a binder and then only punches 1 page. I definitely had one of those for like a normal 3-ring binder growing up. So those are the planners that are launching. Some other planners will launch in a few months, including the academic planner and the deluxe monthly planner. I also almost forgot to show you this because it fell out of my planner, but this is the little kind of freebie pouch that comes with each planner. So it comes with 3 compliment cards, which are also available in a larger pack. I didn't get it to review the layers version, but here are 3 of them. So it's kind of a monotone layers with a foiled quote. Here's one of each color. So you have silver, gold, and rose gold, and then just layers on the back with some blank space to write. It comes with 2 gift labels. So you've got 2 different gift labels. It comes with 2 20% off coupons for you. It says keep one for yourself and give one to a friend. And then it comes with this little sticker label, which is supposed to go on the outside of your box. Like you're supposed to write the year on it and then store your planners this way. I have never done that. I don't actually know where my stickers from last year went, but it's kind of cool. But this little pouch of stuff will come with every planner. Only 1 came with the daily. All right, let's start talking accessories. So the first accessory that I want to talk about that I'm always excited about is the Erin Condren sticker book. A lot of the accessories I'm going to show you are also going to come in other patterns, so I will pop up pictures of the ones that I have from some of my other planner friends, but let's start flipping through the sticker book. So this first page kind of has a couple quotes, which, you know, I love a good quote, and then it's got a bunch of these flowers are just so, so, so pretty. And then you have some different colorful flags with silver foiled flowers. Oh my goodness, I love those. I don't really use these ones that they have down the middle, but I love these colored ones. You have a full page of Erin Condren asterisks in both rainbow colors and in gold foil. You have this page with a bunch of circles and then some flags with rose gold little flower accents. This page is that clear sticker paper that they use. You've got some little hearts and some more flower flags and different teardrops. This page is super pretty. I'm not really sure how I would use these in my planner, but I think that they're really beautiful. There's just a bunch of colorful circles and all the different flowers. I really, really do love the flower pattern when it's like broken up and monochrome like that. Oh, it's so pretty. Another page of the clear stickers. They are rose gold and just some different phrases. Then you've got some weekend stickers, vacation, fun trip, and then some little circles at the bottom, some more flags with gold flowers. Then you've got some other full boxes with space to write. I really like this page too with rose gold foil. This page is so pretty. So this is like the washi strip page. I wish that there were 2 of these though, so that you could do like on the entire bottom of the planner. You know what I mean? Like I need another one of these, just this page. That's all I need. And then you've got another page of full boxes, quotes, and then some flags. So that is the Flower Power sticker book. There is also a layers sticker book, which I'm really excited to see the inside of. Then we also have some new sticky notes. Again, I like the Flower Power when it's broken up like this. I love this teal one. The sticky notes have gotten much better over the years about being sticky, and I love that you can clip them into your planner. I think that those are really beautiful. We also have the Flower Power Planny Pouch. Again, this version of the pattern is not my favorite, although I really like this quote, this quote card. It's really, really thick. I need to figure out something to do with that. I'm sure somebody's already done something creative, but on the back of the Flower Power Planny Pouch is peach, and then it's rose gold accents. We've got some new snap-in little mini bookmarks. These are great for marking other pages in your planner, like your monthly or your note section or whatever, because they're just tiny and cute. We also have a new full-size dashboard that has the Flower Power patterns. It's got priorities at the top with some lines, and then to do with little circles. And then on the back, it's got Monday through Sunday, all with rose gold accent. You also can get the stickers that are available in the back of the planner on their own, just in a package. They did this last year as well. You could get the colorful version or the neutral version and just buy them separately, just like this, just the sticker page. They also did another version of the fancy ballpoint pen, which I think that these are beautiful, okay? Don't get me wrong. I think that these pens are absolutely gorgeous, but if I recall, the price last year was like $18 for one of these pens, and I just would never pay that, but it is a really beautiful pen, and it's got rose gold accents. Then the accessory that I'm most excited to play with, and I haven't opened it yet because I wanted to play with it for the first time with you, and that is an interchangeable pen kit. We got a sneak peek of this with the Erin Condren seasonal surprise box. So they had a smaller version of this in the surprise box, and it only came with 4 of the different pens and 1 of the barrels. And this one comes with 13 different types of pens and 2 of the barrels to connect it with. So you've got a bunch of different colors and a bunch of different styles. So we've got highlighters, medium tip, and fine tip. I'm gonna sort them really quickly. So the fine tip, we have the cornflower, the magenta, and the purple. So kind of the more dark colors. And then the highlighters are the blue, the lemon, the lime, and this one, yeah, the rose pink. And then the rest of these are the medium tip. All right, I went and grabbed a notepad so we could test some of this out. So this is the ballpoint pen. So it's just black ink, and it's just kind of a, it's not my favorite pen to write with, I'm not gonna lie. Let me also do one that we can do with the highlighter and see if it smears. I feel like that's always a true test of the highlighter. So it doesn't smear, so that's good. I think I said this in my seasonal surprise box video, but I wish the highlight was a little bit thicker almost, because if you're highlighting, say in like a book, like that's where I tend to highlight is in my books. And I like the color, the shades for that, but the line is just too thin. Like it wouldn't highlight the whole page. So I don't know, it's just not, it's definitely not my favorite. All right, I'm excited about these fine point ones, but man, oh man, do I wish that there was a black one. Like, come on. What's a girl gotta do to get a black pen? Oh yeah, look at that. Oh, I love it. I love writing with this, but I'm not a big colored pen user. I typically just like to write in black ink. But man, I really do like writing with this tip. I'll also grab an Erin Condren dual tip marker and do a side-by-side for you as well so that you can see kind of the thickness in comparison. Here, let's do that first actually. So we've got, this is the fine side of the Erin Condren dual tip. It's different, like the tip is different, but it kind of, it looks the same. I much prefer writing with these than the Erin Condren dual tip markers. And then I think, well, this one is pretty pushed down because I use it a lot. But I think that these are gonna be similar. Yeah, it's a little bit thinner than the dual tip marker, but again, my dual tip marker is pretty pushed down because I use it a lot. So I think that if they were fresh, it would be about the same. These are a little too pastel for me, especially to be writing with. Like, I don't know that I would ever really write with these colors. The perfect setup for me, why did I just write teal? The perfect setup for me, I would like to have the highlighter on one side and a black pen on the other. That would be the perfect reading pen because then I could write notes with the fine point side with the black, but then I could highlight with the highlighter. I like the gray one actually. Maybe I'll use that in my book. I'll do a gray one with one of the highlighters will be my new book pen. So super cool concept. Kind of all over the place on how I feel about it, but hopefully you get the idea. There were two other accessories that I did not get in my box that I know that other people received to review, and that is the compliment cards, which we already talked about, and the washi. So they have a layers washi set that has one neutral and one colorful. All right, there's one more kind of petite planner that is launching that I wanted to share with you, and that is this Petite monthly planner. So it is kind of a light yellow cream colored outside with gold mid-century circles. And it is a monthly planner that starts in July and goes through December of next year. So it's an 18-month planner. Oh, you've got the colorful mid-century circles on the inside. Oh, just always my favorite. You've got an overview of all 18 months, little mini calendars. And then it starts in the monthly layouts. And so it's got some colorful mid-century circles in just one color in the corners. Otherwise, it's pretty simple. The boxes are super small. Like you're not writing a whole lot in those boxes, but there are a lot of things you could use this for. If you wanted to meal plan monthly, this could be a great planner for that. I've considered using one of these little guys as like my content planner for YouTube to be able to map out my YouTube videos. I've also considered using this as a doodle challenge, like just doodling in each little box. There's a lot of people on Instagram that do monthly doodle challenges. Or I know a lot of people will use this as just their on-the-go planner, and they'll throw this in their purse and then they can mark, you know, big appointments and things they've got going on in this monthly layout and not worry about it being perfect. So it flips directly from month to month. There's no notes page in between. The prior version of this, I'm pretty sure, had a notes page in between, but you can see the color just changes in the corner and it just goes from month to month. Again, from July through December of next year. And then in the back, it just has a bunch of dot grid notes pages. So it's got the little Erin Condren logo in the corner, and then it's just a bunch of dot grid notes pages. And then it has a pocket in the back with the little mini stickers. So all the other dated Petite planners like the daily and the full 2021 will launch later this year. All right, let's talk launch. So if you are an Erin Condren Insider, which is just their rewards program, anybody can sign up. By the way, if you have not signed up, you still have time to do so. If you are an Erin Condren Insider, you can order starting Monday, April 27th. For everybody else, all of this will go live on Wednesday, April 29th. If you have never shopped at Erin Condren before, I do have a link in the description box for $10 off your first order. It does give me a $10 credit to the shop as well when you purchase through that link. Now, even though these planners do not start until July, there are gifts with purchase. There are incentives for you to buy next week. If you are an Erin Condren Insider, you will automatically get a clear pouch, very similar to the clear pouch that came in an old summer surprise box. It has a mint top and then gold layers accents. And if you're an Erin Condren Insider, this is just going to come with your order that you place on launch day. For everybody who orders a planner during launch, while supplies last. I hope that they have enough that there will still be some around on Wednesday for everybody else and that all the EC Insiders don't snag them. But depending on which planner you order, so if you order a colorful planner, you will get to choose between colorful products. If you order a neutral planner, you will get to choose between neutral products, and you get to choose between this hand-beaded coin purse. Erin Condren did a live on Instagram, and it looks like it's pretty small. Like, it is a true coin purse. It's not even gonna hold like a full-size lipstick, but it's pretty small. Or you can choose a Productivity Petite journal with the layers design on the outside, which, shameless plug, I have a video giving you 20 ideas on how to use that Productivity Petite journal if you're looking for some ways to use it. All right, let's talk about what I'm gonna buy on launch day, because you know that I am also placing an order. So here are the things that I'm gonna put in my cart. The Layers Washi, the Layers Sticky Notes, the Colorful Layers Productivity Journal, pending that it's available to purchase separately. I'm hoping that it's not just a gift with purchase and that I can actually buy it. Likely some new notepads with colorful layers on top. We'll see how it looks. And then also probably a new cover or two. They did a sneak peek of some of the new covers on the website, and there's one that says Brave on the front that I'm in love with. So I'll probably get a new cover or two as well. All right, that's it. If you stuck around with me to the end, thank you for hanging out. Let me know down in the comments, what are you going to be purchasing on launch day? I am so excited for all of you to get your new life planners in your hands and to hear what you think. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you're new here, please click that subscribe button. I upload new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Thank you so much for watching. Happy planning. Freaking awkward. Okay. The flower power design. I'm not gonna explain that. Usually the ruler will have a hair on it. And my house, it does. Oh my God, how has it already been 20 minutes? I'm not a huge floral pusher. So in the, can I open it? So really 11 sides, 11 notes. No. Why can't I flip to a layout? Am I gonna be able to get that out? No. If you are an Erin Condren insider,